In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the components tray. So the components tray is over here on the right where it says default tray. If I want to keep that open, right now it's in auto hide mode, I can click on this little pin here. When the pin is vertical, the tray is always open. Now sometimes when you open up this components tray, you'll see these folders here, and these typically are not what you're going to want when you're working on your model. So I'm going to click on this little house. Notice it says in model. So if I click that, I've got the components that are in my model. If I want to get back to a different window here, I can click on various other things here, other models, components, collections, etc., etc. Most of the time you're going to have this little house visible in model. Over here are view options. So typically you're going to have details. That's what's selected. You can switch to different view modes. Most of the time you're going to want details. This shows a picture of the component and the name. If you want to make this window bigger, you can come down to the bottom and click and drag that down with the left mouse button. Once you have a component selected, if you go to edit, it allows you to change some things here. Most of the time we're not going to use this, and we'll cover those options later. Statistics will tell you the different geometry in the component. So if we're looking at this apron, it has 36 edges, 16 faces, and not much else. If I open that back up, I'm going to go back to select. That's where we'll be most of the time. Up at the top here, I can change the name of the component if I want. I can just highlight and retype whatever I want. The other way to change the name of something is to come up to the entity info tray, and when that's open, if you select a component within your model, it will be described over here. So it tells me there's 4 of them in the model, which is what I would expect. It's on layer 0, which typically we'll be using. Here's the name. I can also change the name here if I wanted. It gives me the volume if it's a solid or if all the faces enclose a space. Note that if I click a different one, I've got different information here, in this case for the top. Note that if I want to add a component to my model, I can click and drag it in like that and then position it wherever I want. A couple other things about the components window that can be helpful. One, if I come over to the window here and I right click on one of the components, I can come down to select instances. And what that does is it selects all of the instances of that component in the model. So if I orbit around here a little bit, I can see that those 2 aprons are selected. If I come back over here and select those, it selects the other 2. If I select the legs, I can do that. So that's a handy way to select and see what these are. So for instance, here I've got a top and a top number 1. I'm not sure which is which because I only have one top in my model. So if I right click on that, select instances, it selects that top. If I do it on the other one, notice select instances is grayed out. So that means that one is not even in my model. That was a mistake. So I could just delete it here. Nothing changes in my model. Or I'm going to undo that, the other option is if I come over to here, now you're not going to see when I click on this because it's going to open outside of what's being recorded. But when I click on here, one of the options is purge unused. And I wouldn't use that unless I was all done with my model and everything was clean. But what that does is, after a while, when you're modeling a large model, you may have a lot of components that have come and gone, and you may have a bunch that you're not really using, you don't need. That would be a time to use that. If I click Purge Unused, anything like this top component here that's not being used in my model will be deleted. So I'm just going to delete it from here. Now, I should say, notice it won't let me delete it because it's, let me delete that, because it's selected. It won't let you delete the component that's selected. So I'll select this one. You can see they're the same thing. But now if I come down here, I can delete that, and I'm not changing my model. So that pretty much takes care of the components tray or components window.